8 Feng Shui plants for 2025. Lucky indoor plants for positive energy. Hey there, Earthly Delights family. Welcome back to your go-to space for all things green, serene, and absolutely inspiring. If you're here, chances are you have a soft spot for plants, or maybe you're just starting to discover the magic of bringing a bit of nature into your home. And let me tell you, you're in the right place. Whether you're a seasoned plant parent proudly tending to your indoor jungle, a busy professional hoping to add a touch of green to your workspace without the hassle, or simply someone who believes that plants have the power to transform energy and uplift our lives, this video is for you. Today, we're diving into the world of lucky indoor plants. Not just any plants, though. We're talking about 8 incredible, Feng Shui approved green companions that can attract positivity, prosperity, and peace into your home. From vibrant leaves that symbolize wealth to delicate blooms that encourage love and harmony. These plants don't just sit pretty, they actively work to shift the energy around you. Now, you might be wondering, can a plant really bring luck? Well, while the magic of plants goes beyond superstition, there's something undeniably uplifting about surrounding yourself with greenery that represents growth, abundance, and resilience. Plus, science agrees, plants improve air quality, boost mood, and create a calming, stress-free environment. And who doesn't need a bit of that in today's fast-paced world? So, get cozy, maybe grab your favorite cup of tea, and stick around till the end, because you might just find the perfect lucky plant to brighten your home and your life. And hey, if you love discovering new plant varieties, learning clever care tips, or simply soaking in a bit of nature's wisdom, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Here at Earthly Delights, we're all about helping you cultivate a home that feels like a peaceful, green sanctuary. Alright, ready to discover which plants can turn 2025 into your luckiest, greenest year yet? Let's get started. Alright, Earthly Delights family, let's kick off our journey into the world of lucky indoor plants with one of the all-time favorites, the money plant. Also known as golden pothos. If you've been dreaming about inviting more prosperity and positive vibes into your home, this plant might just be your new best friend. Now, I know many of you watching fall into one of 3 categories. You're either a dedicated plant lover with shelves already overflowing with greenery, a busy professional hoping for something low maintenance, or maybe a total newbie, still figuring out which plant won't give up on you after a week. Sound familiar? Well, guess what? The money plant is a crowd pleaser across the board. This beauty, with its lush, heart-shaped leaves cascading elegantly from pots or hanging baskets, is believed to attract financial success and positive energy. In Feng Shui, its vibrant green leaves resemble little coins, symbols of growth and prosperity. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want a natural, living charm for wealth sitting by the window? But beyond the myths and metaphors, there's something inherently comforting about having a money plant in your space. Its trailing vines soften the harsh lines of modern interiors, making any room feel more inviting. And the best part? It's almost impossible to kill. Yep, even if you occasionally forget to water it during a busy work week. Speaking of care, let me give you the inside scoop from years of nurturing these beauties. The money plant thrives in bright, indirect light, but guess what? It'll also do just fine in that dim corner of your living room you thought was hopeless. Just water it when the top inch of soil feels dry, and it'll reward you with endless growth. Now, if you're wondering where to place it for maximum luck, here's a pro tip. The southeast corner of your home is considered the wealth zone in Feng Shui. Or, pop one on your work desk, nothing like a little green companion to silently cheer you on toward success. So, what do you think? Could the money plant be your next lucky house guest? Stick around because coming up next, we've got a plant that's not just about money, it's about success and resilience. Any guesses? Stay tuned. Alright, plant lovers, if you found yourself intrigued by the money plant, then get ready for our next green gem, the jade plant. Also known as Crassula ovata. Now, this one's not just a plant, it's practically a symbol of financial success in the world of Feng Shui. And trust me, after years of growing these beauties, I can confidently say, the jade plant doesn't just survive, it thrives. Now, let me ask you, Have you ever wished for a low-maintenance plant that could silently root for your success while adding a touch of elegant greenery to your home or office? If so, the jade plant might be exactly what you need. This charming succulent, with its thick, fleshy leaves that look like little jade coins, is believed to attract wealth and good fortune, especially when placed near your workspace or at the entrance of your home. In fact, in many Asian cultures, a jade plant is considered a lucky gift for business owners. The more vibrant and plump the leaves, the healthier your financial energy is said to be. But here's what makes it perfect for so many of you watching. It's practically indestructible. I know life gets hectic, work meetings, family obligations, maybe even that weekend getaway you've been planning forever. And sometimes, plants become an afterthought. Sound familiar? If so, you're in luck. The jade plant stores water in its leaves, which means it can go weeks without a drink and still look like $1,000,000. Caring for it is a breeze. Just place it in bright, indirect sunlight, water it only when the soil is dry, and wipe the leaves every now and then to keep them looking glossy. And here's a little insider tip. If you notice red edges forming on the leaves, don't panic. That's actually a sign it's soaking up plenty of sunlight and thriving. Now, when it comes to Feng Shui, the jade plant is all about growth and success. The best spot? Near your front door or on your work desk. That's believed to invite prosperity and career advancement. And hey, even if you don't buy into the superstition, who doesn't love a plant that adds a fresh, grounded feel to their space? So, are you already picturing a jade plant sitting proudly by your desk, silently encouraging you to go after that next big goal? Well, stick around, because next up, we're diving into a plant that's not just lucky, it's legendary. Any guesses? Stay tuned. I love that you're still here with me. Earthly Delights family. It means you're just as excited as I am to discover more of nature's green good luck charms. We've already met the money plant and the jade plant, two powerful symbols of prosperity. But guess what? We're just getting started. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a space and immediately felt a sense of calm? Like the energy was perfectly balanced? Chances are, there was a plant quietly working its magic in the background. And if you're someone who craves that peaceful, harmonious vibe, then our next guest is going to steal your heart. Let me introduce you to the graceful, elegant, and deeply symbolic lucky bamboo. Now, don't let the name fool you. This plant isn't actually bamboo at all. It belongs to the Dracaena family. But its tall, slender stalks mimic the look of real bamboo so perfectly that it earned its lucky name. And lucky it is. In Feng Shui, the lucky bamboo is believed to bring peace, prosperity, and resilience into your life. But here's where it gets interesting. The number of stalks matters. For love and harmony, go for 2 stalks. If you're chasing happiness, longevity, and prosperity, 3 stalks is the way to go. 5 stalks? That's your ticket to financial success. And if you're all in on manifesting abundance, choose 8 stalks, the number of infinite growth. But here's a quirky superstition. Whatever you do, avoid 4 stalks. In some traditions, that number symbolizes bad luck. Fascinating, right? Now, beyond its cultural symbolism, lucky bamboo is one of those plants that practically thrives on neglect. I see you out there, yes. You, the one who keeps saying, I just don't have a green thumb. This plant is here to prove you wrong. It can grow in water or soil. And it doesn't mind if you forget about it for a while. Just make sure to change the water every 7 to 10 days if you grow it in water. And keep it in indirect sunlight. That's all it asks. And let's talk placement for a moment. Feng Shui experts recommend putting your lucky bamboo in the east for family harmony or the southeast for financial growth. Picture it. A sleek glass vase on your desk, with those green stalks stretching toward the sky, like nature's way of reminding you to stay grounded yet always aim higher. But there's more to this plant than luck and symbolism. There's something calming about watching those stalks stand tall, unwavering, as if they've figured out the secret to resilience. And honestly, maybe they have. Now, if lucky bamboo sounds like the plant you didn't know you needed, just wait until you meet our next green companion. It's bold, protective, and has a superpower that can literally help you breathe easier. Intrigued? Stick around, because up next is a plant that's as tough as it is lucky. Can you guess which one? I knew you'd stick around. And trust me, you won't regret it. We've talked about plants that attract wealth and harmony, but what about a plant that protects your home like a silent green guardian? That's right. Our next guest is the snake plant, also affectionately known as mother-in-law's tongue. Now, don't let the name fool you. This plant isn't here to nag you. Quite the opposite. It's like having a quiet, protective friend standing watch, filtering the air and keeping negative vibes at bay. Now, I know many of you watching are juggling busy schedules. Maybe you're working long hours, running errands, or chasing after kids, and the idea of adding plant care to your to-do list feels, well, overwhelming. Sound familiar? If so, you're in luck, because the snake plant is practically indestructible. I'm not kidding. This plant thrives on neglect. Forget to water it for a couple of weeks? No problem. Left it in that dim hallway where other plants have already waved the white flag. The snake plant will stand tall like a green soldier, unfazed. But what makes it so special beyond its resilience? Well, in Feng Shui, the snake plant is believed to act like a natural shield, blocking negative energy and protecting the home from unwanted influences. Its upright, sword-like leaves symbolize strength, stability, and protection, like a green fortress guarding your peace. And honestly, who wouldn't want a natural energy protector in their home? And here's something science lovers will appreciate. The snake plant is one of NASA's top-rated air-purifying plants. It removes toxins like formaldehyde, benzene, and carbon monoxide from the air. But here's the real kicker. It's one of the few plants that releases oxygen at night. So if you've been struggling with sleep or just want your bedroom to feel more refreshing, this plant's got your back. Speaking of bedrooms, placement is key. Feng Shui practitioners recommend putting the snake plant near entrances or in the corners of rooms to block negative chi and maintain a calm, grounded atmosphere. And if you're someone who loves sleek, modern interiors, this plant's sharp, architectural leaves add just the right amount of bold, natural beauty to any space. Now, here's a little personal anecdote. I remember gifting a snake plant to a friend who swore she had a plant-killing curse. A year later, she sent me a picture of it, taller, greener, and thriving. The secret? Minimal watering, a bit of indirect sunlight, and letting nature do the rest. So, what do you think? Can you picture a snake plant standing proudly in your living room, quietly cleaning the air while keeping bad vibes out? If so, just wait until you meet the next plant on our list. It's delicate, calming, and known for its incredible ability to transform stress into serenity. Any guesses? Stay with me. This next one might become your new favorite. Ah, fantastic. I can tell you're as hooked on this journey as I am. We've explored plants that bring wealth, harmony, and protection, but now, it's time to slow things down, take a deep breath, and invite a little serenity into our homes. So, Earthly Delights family, let me introduce you to a plant that's as calming as a quiet morning in a sunlit garden, the peace lily. Now, I know many of you tuning in are juggling a lot: work, family, errands, and maybe even a few side projects. Life can get noisy, right? And when you walk through your front door after a long, draining day, what do you crave? Calm, balance, peace. Well, that's exactly what the peace lily brings into your home. With its deep green leaves and elegant white blooms, this plant is more than just a pretty face. In Feng Shui, the peace lily is believed to absorb toxic energy while promoting emotional healing and harmony. Those white flowers? They're like tiny flags of peace, waving gently in the air as if to say, relax, breathe, you're home now. But what makes the peace lily truly special is how effortlessly it purifies the air around you. In fact, NASA lists it among the best plants for removing indoor toxins like formaldehyde, benzene, and ammonia. So, while it's sitting there looking graceful, it's also working overtime to make your home healthier. A plant that's beautiful and hardworking? Sounds like the perfect roommate, if you ask me. Now, I know some of you might be worried about plant care. Maybe you've had a few learning experiences with plants in the past. Trust me, I get it. But here's the good news. The peace lily is wonderfully forgiving. It thrives in low to medium light, making it ideal for bedrooms, living rooms, or even that cozy corner that rarely sees sunlight. And watering? Simple. Just give it a drink when the leaves start to droop slightly. And within hours, it'll perk back up like magic. Speaking of bedrooms, let's talk placement. In Feng Shui, The peace lily is known for promoting tranquility and emotional balance, which makes it perfect for your bedroom or meditation space. If your mornings have been feeling rushed or your nights restless, try adding a peace lily to your nightstand. It might surprise you how much a touch of nature can shift the energy of a room. And here's a little fun fact: in many cultures, the peace lily is seen as a symbol of new beginnings. Its flowers bloom like fresh starts, gentle reminders that peace isn't something we stumble upon. It's something we invite into our lives. One thoughtful choice at a time. So, what do you think? Can you picture this elegant, air-purifying beauty nestled beside your couch or gently swaying in the corner of your bedroom? If so, stick around, because up next, we're talking about a plant with bold, shiny leaves that symbolize wealth and abundance. Intrigued? Stay with me. You're going to love what's coming next. I love how you're sticking with me through this green adventure. We've talked about plants that bring wealth, protection, and peace, but now it's time to add a touch of boldness, resilience, and good fortune into the mix. So, Earthly Delights family, let me introduce you to a plant that knows how to make a statement: the rubber plant, also known as Ficus elastica. Now, if you're someone who loves the look of large, glossy leaves that practically glow in the sunlight, this one's for you. But beyond its striking appearance, the rubber plant has a powerful, grounding energy that makes it a favorite among Feng Shui enthusiasts. Its broad, round leaves symbolize wealth, stability, and abundance, making it the perfect choice for anyone looking to invite more prosperity into their home. But here's what I really love about the rubber plant: it doesn't just sit there looking pretty. It's a natural air purifier, quietly removing toxins like formaldehyde from the air while releasing fresh oxygen into your space. If you live in a bustling city or spend a lot of time indoors, this plant is like having a personal, leafy air filter. And let's be honest, there's something inherently calming about those large, deep green leaves. They don't just add aesthetic appeal, they create a sense of solidity, like a reassuring presence reminding you that growth and success are always possible with a little care and consistency. Now, for those of you who've struggled with plants in the past, don't worry. I see you. Maybe you've had a few casualties along the way, and now you're hesitant to commit to another green companion. Well, let me put your mind at ease. The rubber plant is as low maintenance as it gets. All it needs is bright, indirect sunlight and moderate watering. The key? Don't overwater. Let the top inch of soil dry out before giving it another drink. And here's a pro tip from my years of plant parenting. Wipe the leaves with a damp cloth every couple of weeks. Not only will this help the plant breathe better, but those leaves will maintain their signature glossy shine. Now, let's talk placement. In Feng Shui, the rubber plant's round, coin-like leaves represent financial stability. So the wealth corner of your home, yep, that's the southeast, is the best spot for it. Or, if you work from home, place one near your desk. There's something incredibly motivating about watching those strong leaves stretch toward the light while you tackle your to-do list. And if you're someone who loves creating cozy, inviting spaces, try this. Pair a rubber plant with a few smaller succulents or a trailing pothos. The contrast between the bold, upright leaves of the rubber plant and the delicate vines of a pothos creates a visual harmony that instantly makes a room feel more grounded and connected. So, what do you think? Can you picture a glossy rubber plant standing proudly in your living room or beside your work desk? If so, get ready, because our next lucky plant is all about delicate beauty, emotional connection, and long-lasting charm. Stay with me, because what's coming next might just take your breath away. You're still here. I love that kind of dedication. Just like plants, the best results come when we stick around and stay curious. So far, we've covered plants that symbolize wealth, protection, peace, and stability. But now, Earthly Delights family, let's talk about a plant that brings an air of timeless elegance to any home. A plant that doesn't just sit quietly in a corner but makes a statement with its delicate beauty and powerful symbolism. Let me introduce you to the moth orchid, or as the botanists call it, Phalaenopsis. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Orchids, aren't they high-maintenance divas? Trust me, I get it. Orchids have this reputation of being fussy, fragile, and downright impossible to keep alive. But let me let you in on a little secret from my years of growing plants. The moth orchid is actually one of the easiest orchids to care for. You just have to know what it needs, and spoiler alert, it's probably less than you think. But before we dive into the care, let's talk about why this plant has earned its spot on our list of lucky indoor plants. In Feng Shui, the moth orchid is a symbol of love, beauty, and fertility. Its soft, butterfly-shaped blooms are believed to enhance relationships, foster creativity, and attract positive energy into a space. And let's be real, there's something undeniably romantic about those delicate petals. Like nature's own version of fine art. Now, if you're someone who craves a touch of luxury without the high-maintenance lifestyle, this plant is perfect for you. Imagine walking into your living room or bedroom and seeing a graceful orchid in full bloom, a splash of color that instantly elevates the space. And here's the best part. Those blooms can last for months. Yep, while other flowers wilt within days, the moth orchid keeps showing off its elegance season after season. So, what does it take to keep this beauty happy? Honestly, not much. Bright, indirect sunlight is its best friend. Think of a spot near a window. But not in direct sunlight, which can scorch its leaves. As for watering, once a week is plenty. Just make sure the pot has good drainage. These plants hate soggy roots. A little neglect? No problem. The moth orchid is more resilient than it looks. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Placement. In Feng Shui, placing an orchid in the bedroom can strengthen romantic relationships, while putting one in your workspace can spark creativity and new ideas. I've had one on my desk for years, and I can't tell you how often people comment on how fresh and inviting it makes the space feel. Plus, orchids don't just bring luck, they also help purify the air, making them functional as well as beautiful. And here's a fun fact for those of you who love a bit of plant trivia. Moth orchids get their name from the shape of their flowers, which resemble a moth in flight. The first botanist who discovered these orchids thought they were a cluster of white moths hovering around a tree. Can you picture that? Nature, as always, knows how to surprise us. So, if you've ever wanted to bring a sense of peace, elegance, and vibrant energy into your home, the moth orchid is definitely worth a spot on your plant wish list. And don't let its refined appearance fool you. This plant is tougher than it looks. Just like so many of you watching right now. Alright, take a moment to admire the orchid's grace in your mind's eye, because next up, we're talking about a plant that's more than just lucky, it's a miniature masterpiece of patience, mindfulness, and timeless charm. Can you guess which one it is? Stick with me, and let's keep this green journey going. Alright, Earthly Delights family. We've taken a journey through some incredible plants that bring wealth, harmony, protection, and peace into our homes. But now, it's time to add a splash of vibrant, citrusy energy to the mix. Let me introduce you to the citrus tree, a plant that doesn't just brighten your home with its cheerful fruits and fragrant blooms but also invites prosperity, success, and positive energy into your life. Now, let me ask you, have you ever walked past a citrus tree in full bloom? The sweet, zesty aroma hanging in the air, the bright yellow or orange fruits gleaming like tiny orbs of sunshine. It's like nature bottled up happiness and hung it on a branch. But this tree is more than just a mood lifter. In Feng Shui, it's a powerful symbol of abundance. Its round, golden fruits are believed to resemble coins, attracting wealth and financial success into your home. And the best part? You don't need a sprawling backyard to enjoy one. Citrus trees come in dwarf varieties that thrive indoors, sitting happily in a pot right by your window. Meyer lemons, Calamandan oranges, dwarf mandarins, take your pick. But beyond the folklore and financial symbolism, there's something deeply satisfying about growing your own fruit. Imagine the sense of pride when you pluck a sun-kissed lemon or a tiny orange from your own miniature tree. It's a simple, grounding connection to the natural world, one that so many of us crave in today's fast-paced, screen-filled lives. Now, for those of you who consider yourselves serial plant killers, don't worry, citrus trees are more forgiving than they get credit for. Here's the secret. Give them plenty of sunlight, about 6 to 8 hours of bright, direct light daily. A sunny windowsill or well-lit balcony works perfectly. When it comes to watering, think consistency over quantity. Water when the top inch of soil feels dry. But avoid letting the roots sit in water. And don't forget to rotate the pot every couple of weeks to ensure even growth. Now, let's talk Feng Shui placement. The southeast corner of your home, often called the wealth sector, is the perfect spot. Or, if you work from home, try placing a small citrus tree on your desk. According to tradition, every new blossom signals fresh opportunities, while the ripening fruits represent rewards for your hard work. And let's be real, who doesn't love the cheerful vibe of a tiny orange tree brightening up their space? It's like a natural mood booster, reminding you that growth, success, and joy are always within reach. So, what do you think? Can you imagine a citrus tree gracing your home with its zesty scent and lucky charm? If so, congratulations, because you've just met the final member of our 8 lucky indoor plants collection. But stick around, because up next, we'll wrap it all up and share some tips on how to get the most positive energy from your new leafy companions. And there you have it. Earthly Delights family, 8 incredible lucky indoor plants that do more than just decorate your space. From the cascading vines of the money plant to the cheerful, sun-kissed fruits of the citrus tree, these green companions have the power to uplift your mood, purify your air, and, if the wisdom of Feng Shui holds true, invite a little extra luck into your life. But let's be real here. Plants aren't magic. They won't instantly turn your home into a palace of prosperity or solve all of life's problems. What they will do is remind you of some of life's most important lessons. The money plant teaches us that growth happens when we create the right conditions. The jade plant shows us that success is about resilience, not perfection. The snake plant stands tall through tough conditions, proving that strength often lies in simplicity. And the moth orchid? Well, it reminds us that patience, even when it feels endless, is always rewarded with beauty. That's the magic of plants. They're more than just greenery. They're living lessons in growth, patience, and possibility. And the best part? Anyone can start this journey. Whether you're a seasoned plant parent with a house that looks like a mini rainforest, a busy professional sneaking in plant care between meetings, or a curious beginner buying your very first pot of soil, there's a plant out there for you. So, as you consider which of these lucky plants might find a home in your space, remember this. Caring for plants isn't just about luck or aesthetics, it's about connection. Connection to nature, to the rhythm of life, and even to yourself. The simple act of watering a plant, watching it stretch toward the light, and noticing how it transforms over time can be an incredible grounding practice in a world that constantly pulls us in different directions. Now, before we wrap up, let me leave you with one final tip. Choose plants that resonate with you. Don't just go for the trendiest or the easiest ones. Find the ones that make you pause, smile, and imagine them in your home. When you genuinely connect with your green companions, taking care of them becomes a joy, not a chore. Alright, Earthly Delights family. I hope this journey into the world of lucky indoor plants has left you inspired and maybe even a little curious to start, or expand, your own indoor garden. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more plant wisdom, tips, and inspiration coming your way. And hey, tell me in the comments, which lucky plant are you most excited to bring into your home? I'd love to hear your thoughts, stories, and maybe even a few plant parent struggles. We're all growing together here. After all, until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and remember, happiness is always just a plant away. See you soon.